I know I've made more insane takes in the past, but Invincible is really good. Now, coming in this show, you may think this is gonna be a miraculous type show, the Ladybug show. Instead of having an animated cartoon show made for babies, this one is heavily directed towards adults. But even though the Ladybug show explores deep, adult, dramatic, inside looks on characters, this show made by Amazon has just such a great cast and such a great set of characters. Like, Omni-Man is one of the most mysterious twist villains I've ever seen. And that's completely distraught by the voice work done by J. Jonah Jameson. Gosh dang, dude, did he immerse me in this world.
Spoiler alert.
Alright, get off the train, we're in Spoiler Town, baby! No, but really, this show dives into such deep thrill rides of ideas that have never been developed into modern media. Yeah, that little comic book over there has some great stories, but I don't want to read. This is beautiful. This is what is in comic books, I think, maybe. Just sitting here and talking about this show makes me hyped, because for a lot of shows, I look up the main villain or do some research because it's based off of something and it gets ruined for me. But I learned my lesson with this one, and the ride was amazing. I always thought Omni-Man was going to have a great comeback arc where he has, a good reason for killing the Guardian. But in reality, he's a Viltrumite and doesn't tell anybody about their actual mission. Until the very end when he tells his son and tries to make him go against his own people, which we'll get to that later. And I really don't see any way that they could change or ruin this character in Season 2. Now, before I started watching the show, I realized that the comic run is like 15 years long, and I realized that's a lot to adapt into a comic. But I really do have faith in the showrunners that they won't screw this up. My ideal Invincible show would be like 4 seasons max, and it just gets the core story over like the 15-year comic run. That'll be perfect. Just leave out all the unnecessary things. Like, I really don't need to see any more of Amber and Mark babbling. That might be the one thing that I dislike about this show is the romance, if you will. The romance in this show is really bad because the love interest character changes episode to episode, sometimes multiple times in it. Take episode 6 for an example. She's furious at Mark for saving these people, which at the time we don't know that she knows that he's invincible. But then just days later, in the next episode, she tells him that she knew all along. And in the first episode, we're showed she's just a cool girl that's into pop music. But then it's her character changes so much. Hopefully in the next season they Gwen Stacy her. But yeah, I'm just not really interested in their relationship. And they just got in so many dumb fights during this show. It makes me angry. When that leads me to my next point. The best action scenes I've ever seen in an animated thing. Again, this is getting into spoilers, but if you haven't seen the show, what are you doing here? At the end of the first episode, we're at the Guardians HQ when Omni-Man shows up and murders every single one of them. This got me hooked because throughout the entire episode, he's just portrayed to be the bestest guy ever. And through these brutal scenes of just massacring these superpowered individuals, you get to see the true power and glory that you would have if you had superpowers. Yes, the evil Superman approach has been done to death at this point, but this takes a brand new run on it. As this evil Superman isn't afraid to kill his friends. And as crazy and exciting as the first season was, you really need a season 2 or 3 to wrap up the entire story here. As I would just hate for this show to be turned into the Flash or Arrow, that they just milked it dry. But they shouldn't have 20 episode seasons. That would be just ridiculous. All around, Invincible is one of the best animated properties I've ever seen adapted. And honestly, I'm along with the ride. If you are not watching this show, please watch this show. All the episodes are out now. They all came out like a week ago. And yeah, this show's amazing. Picasso would say a work of art. Anyway, that's just Jake, and hope you all had a great day. And go watch Invincible. Go watch your Daredevil. Go watch Jessica Jones. Go watch all those shows. I'll probably do a video on Daredevil season 1 because I'm just getting into Netflix Marvel. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah, you just gotta go watch it. Honestly, these shows are amazing, and you're just missing out with the fandom if you're a fan of these properties. And in Invincible's case, you probably never heard of Invincible like ever. I sure didn't until I got ads on TikTok. But I'm very happy that I got ads on TikTok. Anyway, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, the video is over now. This is end card. Click to left or right, man. I think it's in the lie. They pop up in right now. If you don't know what to do, just click left or right. Waiting for you, it's a live Krispy Kreme, and I'm talking to you. It's a Supreme jumping off of a building. I'm going Krispy Kreme, cause we're treating with this ad revenue. It's pulling in. I got a donut for being vaccinated. I'm waiting for you at Krispy Kreme. But after this video is over, left or right, I'm talking this is a lie. Before I'm talking about Krispy Kreme, I'm talking it's Supreme. I'm talking to you. I think you